up next, clap it up for Mr. Ryan Faye. Don't forget to hit record. All right. Cheers, signore.
Thank you. Hobble my way onto the stage over here. All right, what's going on, guys? Doing all right. It's been a couple weeks since I was on stage. I had the most hilarious thing happen to me, and it's ate into a lot of material recently. I had one of those whole appendectomy things. I was on the way to work, and I had one of those like annoying gas pains that was like, just shut the fuck up, to instantly, uh-oh, I need surgery. Like I've never felt that before in my entire life, and all of a sudden, you gotta go. And so I'm really glad that I have new material now for everybody. One of the best parts about getting emergency abdominal surgery is that your stomach starts to look like a shaved cat. Like, I've lost a lot of weight recently, so I used to have, this amount of hair on my chest, on my belly, and it used to give me the illusion of like abs, but they're not abs. Once they shave them away, that is just a jelly belly of extra skin, and also without fur. It looks very strange. Yeah, I called it fur, whatever, don't look at me like that. One of the other best parts about having an emergency abdominal surgery and having a ruptured appendix is you get to enjoy some opioids. That shit's awesome. I got to learn a lot. I actually had a great roommate who I came out of it at like midnight, and he gave me a crash course on opioids. And like, I was like, this guy's a pretty cool guy. He's giving me the Gatorade, he's giving me extra sort of stuff. And then a drug counselor comes in and talks to him about how like, he's gotta fix his act or else he's going back to the shelter and he might go to jail. And then I realized that his advice about like, take the Oxycontin over the morphine is very good advice. So when the nurse came in, I was like, I will take those oxys, please. I have a professional in the room. And him and I took Oxycontins, true story, and we watched The Never-Ending Story. That shit was wild. That was a weird way to come out of surgery, but I did that. One of the things I want to talk about too, my only dick joke of the night, is going to be about getting my catheter taken out. That shit was wild. Wow, talk about a very emasculating experience. It's even better whenever you have like a 75-year-old Jamaican woman like making her round of jokes about your dick as she's doing it. And like, she's been in this field for like 25 years. She's got great material, and it like crushes your soul. So like, she's like, uh-oh, look what we got going on down here. We got a dribbler. And she's like, oh no, but we actually try to keep it inside there, honey. Just kidding, let's get a napkin. I'm like, can you please let go of my penis and stop making fun of it? She's like, it's not cold in here, why does it look like that? I'm like, thank you so much, ma'am. So, got the best dick joke of my entire life was just like my dick was made into a joke for coming out of my opioid-infused nightmare. But one of the other cool parts about the surgery is they rearranged my belly button. It used to be a lint catcher, one of those like lint catching belly buttons. And the good news is now it catches double the amount of lint. And it's just been packing it into that surgical wound. And it's like a great new feature. So highly recommend it if you're looking for some new reconstructive surgery and to like lose an extra pound, because get that shit out of here, am I right? So like, we enjoyed a little bit of that. But I've been collecting the lint to start fires and everything, so it's been pretty cool. I'm gonna be able to survive in the woods very soon. I don't know if I can get into the woods with this fucking thing, but I can start a fire to enjoy the woods. Let's see. that one hit. Good job, Ryan. Everyone's laughing so hard. One of the other things I think also like having a cane and like wobbling around, people like are actually actively trying not to look at me, which has been like the best part about going for walks outside during this. Like moving the car, everything. Everyone gives me like a wide berth, especially when I do like an awkward cramp like to get out of it, and like just people like cross the street, don't look at the man who could be homeless, definitely smells homeless, like he's not doing good, and I'm just like, it's been an interesting night. But one thing that I really enjoyed is surrounding myself with more of female friends. And I've learned this a lot with my surgery, is that they're the ones that give you like all the sympathy. It's like, oh, you had a poo-poo? That shit sucks. Oh my god, like, are you okay? And all my dude friends are like, you imagine if your kidney went too? And like, you're like, yeah, thank you very much. Everyone's just like, are you kidding? Like, oh, you can't walk around without that thing? I got my lung, you're fine, don't worry about it. You're like, thanks dude, love you, bud. My first week back to work in like a while, and everybody has been telling me not to touch everything, and I'm like, fuck you, I can still lift things, I can still do stuff. So today I made the wonderful decision to make everyone really, really glad that I was here. I went over to like one of our coffee cane bros in the bakery and just like, someone should clean this, and then I pulled it out of the thing and I just like rocketed it on the ground and like shattered, and I was like, welcome back to work, Ryan. So that was a nice way for me to say hello. Another fun thing is don't try to make jokes with your surgeon before you go into surgery, because they're pretty good at them too. Like as I'm about to get put under, this guy's like, I'm like, hey man, like, I'm sorry I made a mess out of everything down there. Got my appendix all over all my organs. The guy went, don't worry, buddy, we'll scrub them clean. And I was like, oh my god. So when I wake up to like scrub them clean, like it's like 5 hours later, just like, oh, he scrubbed them. Like, oh yeah, he scrubbed them. Should it be Oxycontin or morphine? The guy's like, still go Oxys. I'm like, all right, round them up, baby. So they also don't tell you with abdominal surgery, you get trapped gases inside of your abdominal. And that is a bunch of fun stuff. It moves all the way up to your shoulders, and it feels like someone's fucking grinding your shoulders with glass. I don't have a joke for that. It's just been a reality. Like the nurse or the doctor afterwards was like, I was like, how long is this gonna go? She said 3 days to 3 months, and there's nothing you can do. It just works its way out. I hope it's good for you. And I was like, thank you very much. So a little bit about not my surgery. Just a little bit about toxic traits of mine. My fiance enjoys, one of my favorite things I do to her is tell her that I have imbued a flower or a leaf that I find with all of my love. And we'll do it like as we're like out, like just walking through nature. I'll be like, this flower has all of my love and all of my feelings for it. If you were ever to lose it, I don't know what would happen to our relationship. I don't know what happened to our marriage. And I just drop it and keep walking. And so now she has a collection of like crazy leaves and flowers in the back of our drawer. And she like looks at me whenever I look at her with this leaf like, I'm going to murder you. But let's talk a little bit about my love language. My love language is definitely repeating conversations I had with people earlier that day on the subway out loud. And people definitely notice it. Like, I will definitely be repeating a lot of what I just said right now to myself out on the street, having a cigarette later, just looking like a psychopath. And it's also, throw one of these stretches in there, no one's going to bother you. I highly recommend it. So you get a wide berth, you get no more appendix weight, you get all this wonderful stuff. I had a little bit more prepared for you, but I think this is as much as I can stand up for tonight. So I'm gonna have to pass the mic back off. You guys have been lovely, and please give it up for the rest of your comedians.
Yeah. Keep it going for Ryan Fay. What a champion. Scrub it up. Scrub him down, baby.